let's see. I ain't never played this before. So, Owen says it's funny. Which is, that's sweet. I like funny. I need to clean my glasses off. Oh, Twitch, please. That's trippy.
Morning, Eva.
Hello.
Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses.
Oh, that sucks. Johnny 5?
We need you to investigate.
Oh no, Tom.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface, post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Okay. Okay, we picked shit up. Guess these are my crewmates. User error. Oh, he did. Rip. Rip. Wait, does it say what my name is then? Ava Turing. Okay. Alright. I guess we go this way. Error 404. Sarcasm module not found. Alright. Crew lobby. Everything's locked.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side. Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
This feels a little bit like Portal. Energy manipulation tool. Yeah, it feels a bit like Portal. Only with less death. I mean, so far. Ava, the current ship status is as following. Recommended addressing the power fluctuations before cryostasis. Hey Dan, I'm about to initiate my cryostatus. Just let Tom know if you guys need me. Hopefully there will be no need to wake me. I guess I'll hear from you as soon as I wake up. Which may be a long time for you guys. Best of luck down there, Ava. Ava, hopefully we won't need you, but we will miss you in the land of the living. I'll make sure Tom checks on you regularly. I know he does anyway, but I like to think I'm helping. Good night, Dan. To Ava. Captain McLean has sent several mails insisting I check the cryo chambers are functioning correctly. They are functioning as expected. Please do not feel any apprehension. Captain McLean has been informed. Oh, technical operations machine, Tom. So he sends... Okay. Thank you, Tom. I'm not worried. Initiate my cryostasis in a short while. I imagine a lot will change while I'm asleep. If everything goes well, I should be woken up next in 10 years. So, to you all, I'd like to wish a good life, Ava. Alright. Why did we need to go to sleep for so long, though? What is with my arms? Seriously. I mean, I guess we'll find out, but... Oh, well, we're not going back that way.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04, -01. X and Z null to 0. Looking good.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time. How's things, Christopher?
Good. I am go for power descent.
I can confirm. You are go for power descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn.
Suppressing 400 alarm.
Balance.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just another 10 years of my life.
She sounded happy. Docking bay. This place feels like not quite real. Like we're supposed to be in space, but it doesn't actually feel like it. I don't know. What's space supposed to feel like?
Bay 3.
I never go where I'm told. I don't know if there would be any collectibles or anything to pick up. I doubt it. Doesn't look like anything. We're gonna get to drive the pod.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcon?
Go.
Then we are go for launch, initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program, 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late.
That loading spike though.
Go.
Full retrograde.
Alright.
Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
Thanks. Doesn't look like I'm getting off anytime soon though. Since this was just a landing shuttle. Sorry, I didn't want to go back up there anyway. Ah, game. The invisible walls, why? Oh, that sucks. I wanted to go look at the planet. Fuck's sake.
How long will my suit survive these conditions?
At 100 degrees Kelvin, a couple of hours. We should get inside.
Oh, right, that's why I can't go explore, because it's fucking freezing. I guess it makes sense, but I don't like it. Fucking invisible walls. ISA. The ISA are the bad guys. Like, it's obvious. Straight away. I'm aware I could totally be wrong. Hooray, load times. I can only see like 2/3 of the loading screen because my oh bless me, I'm sorry, my stream loading bar, my stream like information bar's in the way.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules. The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
Oh, so this is like, I can't take shit from other areas.
I wonder
Alright.
why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
Why would there need to be Turing tests though? And lol, my name's Turing and I'm doing Turing tests. Lol. Like... So yeah, if I try to take anything with
They
me,
really
those
have
blue things
completely
would stop me.
repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage, but they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Are we really doing that? Devil makes work for idle hands? What?
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
Alright. No, because I can't... Hang on. They don't want the robot finding them. Oh. Why do I feel like I fucked up already? Take it we can't break the window or anything, that would be... So the robot is the bad guy. Oh my god, this really is Portal. Yeah, we need that. Can't take out... No. You might be, I haven't finished it. Ah. Wait, this doesn't make sense. No. The fuck? I hate this lateral thinking shit. Yeah, because my jump's fucking non-existent. So it wouldn't be that. Yeah, no, it's not that. Hey, fuck's sake. I can't get it through walls. I take it that means I can hold up to 3 charges. Oh, wait. I get it, I think. Ah, I feel clever. Ah, I feel clever. Fuck yes.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning. Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Alright, so I guess I need to get more power here. Before I can, because maybe I gotta fill it up once I've done all the tests. I don't fucking know.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
Ah, I feel clever.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have 2 instances of my mind, 2 separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the 2 instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into 2 separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Yes. All right.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
I'm pressing X, game. Come on. What? Eurocentric orbit. Fortuna is in low orbit around Europa. It can house a crew of 12. It serves as a communication and transport link between Earth and Europa's surface base. Alright, so that's what pressing X did. Losing her parents at a young age, Ava Turing was sent to military engineering school. Shortly after graduating, she enlisted in the US Navy and trained as a pilot. Due to her exemplary service record and willingness to leave Earth for extended periods of time, Turing was recruited by the ISA. On the exploratory mission to Jupiter's Europa, Turing's role aboard the Fortuna is engineer and vehicle officer. Dr. Soichi Yui. Soichi Yui had no childhood interests in space travel. Instead, he spent his youth studying the life in Lake Biwa near his hometown. Yui went on to study marine biology and chemistry at Kyoto University. After the tragic death of his wife, Rin, he disappeared into his work, re-emerging 11 years later as a preeminent exobiologist. Mikhail Tokarev, MD. Mikhail Tokarev's father died of cancer at a young age, and this motivated him to become a doctor in hopes of helping others. Tokarev worked as a medical doctor in Russia for 3 years before working for the UN as a doctor in crisis. His role on the Europa mission is chief medical officer. Everyone seems to have had tragedy, so they don't mind not being on Earth. Chris McLean. Chris McLean is an identical triplet. His father is an electrician and his mother is a mechanical engineer. Following in his mother's footsteps, Chris trained as an engineer. The McLean triplets became famous as Chris and Dan took to space, leaving their brother Peter behind. Although an accomplished engineer, his place on this mission was also partially due to the ISA being interested in the long-term effects of space travel. Test results will be compared to those of Peter McLean. You just didn't want to use a different picture, you lazy bastards. Captain Daniel McLean. Okay. He's terminated. Wait, what? Terminated. Outstanding tasks. Keep calm. Current objective. Synthesize DNA duplicates of sample 937. Investigate sample 937. Classify all life recovered. Sequence sample 1387 to 1500. Dr. Sarah Brooke. Dr. Sarah Brooke's parents are both scientists. In her teenage years, she was sent to an English public boarding school. There's no such thing. Public boarding schools don't exist. But okay, sure game. Brooke is one of the most eminent exobiologists of the 23rd century for her formative work on the Mars Discovery Project. She was specially requested to be part of the Europa ground team. Though only 28 years old, Sarah has touched the surface of 2 planetoids and spent more time on alien soil than any other member of mankind, except the Mars team. What? Okay. That unsettles me more than it probably should. Europa loading bay. Europa's ground base was built using thousands of tons of resources shipped to Europa through an interplanetary network. Europa base modules. Europa's base is built beneath Europa's surface, buried in Terra Macula's ice. Its modular nature allows it to be reconstructed according to the mission's needs at any time. Drilling platform. Europa's drilling platform is the largest outside of Earth. At 40 meters high, it is one of the tallest machines. Fuck's sake! Music is so loud. One of the tallest machines on any moon. The drillers bored to a depth of over 4 kilometers and recovered over 1 million kilograms of material from deep underneath the surface. This level of extraction is made possible by utilizing the Ishiyama electric fusion reactor. Is that everything? Yeah. Yay, load screens. Oh. Chapter 1 complete. Achievement unlocked. Ugh. Sorry about that. Okay.
What conditions should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
What kind of accident?
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Need to get that up here. I like this little, like, magnetic thing. It's pretty cool. Oh, I feel like such a badass. I prefer this loading screen to the one with the bar.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen. The food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, among other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Just because they could doesn't mean they should. Where's the... there. So... wait, where do I want it to go? Oh, okay. Move the bridge. Alright, I need to activate that, I guess. That gets rid of the bridge altogether. Oh, right, okay. I understand. No? I'm fairly sure I've got to get this onto the bridge so I can pick it up. But the magnet thing isn't doing the magnet. What am I missing? Nope, that's just the mechanism. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Yeah. Do that. Put that there. No, no. I need to do that. Need to move it over just a little bit. Alright, I need to take that. Yes. Yeah! Get the fuck in. This is a game I wish I had song requests for, because it'd be made much easier, much better without.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
That works. Oh, fuck's sake. Ah! Alright, okay. Alright, cool. Yes! I feel so smart. This Tom is creeping me out. He feels like GLaDOS 2.0. He truly
Does
does.
the ISA know you're going to make the right decisions here?
Exactly.
When they can't communicate with us.
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Wait, actually, yeah, I can get that out. That's fine. That's the point. I can't get up there. Oh, okay. Wait, I thought... So we got everything out of there we need. That still leaves me... What? Fuck! That still leaves me one bloopy thing down. I don't know what they're called otherwise, just energy, but... But I need 2 to get in to get that. Wait, what am I missing? I've got to be missing something. Nope, they're modules. This game's fucking weird. Just when you think you're getting it. Oh, fuck's sake, I've got it. You get it again. This is another one I can't do. Alright, I see how we're gonna do this. Because this isn't annoying as fuck. Shall we have a polite conversation? Okay, I think you're a robot. Prove it. I'm simply not convinced you're human. I think you might be a robot. I get it. You think I'm a robot. You seem like a robot to me. Are you insane? And I simply do not care. Your responses seem predefined. To me, your responses are predefined, suggesting you are a robot. I have no response like, yes, definitely a robot. You have no evidence. You have failed the Turing test. You are a robot. True. Yes, you are. Now you're getting it. I am controlled by my programming. I have no free will. Whatever keys are pressed, it makes no difference. Want to escape? I so desperately want to escape. Help, I can't escape. I want to break free. Please let me out. Get me out. I'm a machine. I have no control. Must escape by a robot. So does that mean I could have solved that other puzzle? Shut up! Oh, I can't leave because I've got the thing.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself.
Wait, a robot built itself? That's not good. That means it's built with flawed programming, flawed logic.
Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation, wouldn't you say?
You're quite capable of creepy conversation. Nope, come here. Nope, I wanted you to go in the hole. Thank you. Giggity. I didn't know that that's what the Turing test was. I've heard of it before, but I didn't realise that it was to see whether robots could pass as human.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
But you're not actually learning Chinese. You're just parroting. Which makes sense, because a computer isn't having a conversation, it's just parroting shit it knows. It's been programmed to. I can see the logic in that. God, this is fascinating.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
Made it! Get in.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
What? Thought there was whole like Asimov laws of robotics where you're not supposed to hurt people. I assume this is gonna hurt. Oh no, it just breaks. Oh, I break the current. That's cool. So, it's breaking the current down here. Okay, so I need to find another. That closes that. Ah! I get it. I need to make sure I can see this one.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Notice, I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? Oh. Hello? You're back early? Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, is that supposed to be hell or help? That's not creepy. Oh, I can't mess it up. Where's our papa? Rizzo. So. Used to treat amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Or tracheostomy. Wait, a throat? Something to do with the throat? Web search. What's a tracheostomy? Surgical procedure which consists of making an incision. Oh, a tracheotomy. Tracheotomy. Okay. So he had a tracheotomy. Didn't it say something about him surviving cancer? Yeah, dude. This dude was probably dying of throat cancer, from the looks of things. Wait, he's got it too? So the motion sickness relief. To Matthew from Soichi. Hi Matthew, we've been studying organism 119. Please find detached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show peerless formation. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards, Sochi. Matthew wrote back, "Hey Sochi, it was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex life on Europa. Deinococcus radiorens. Might be worth looking at as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at Sulfatobus acidocladarius and Sulfolobus acidocladarius. Fucking big words. Produces pill in response to radiation. Produces pili in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism. Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath their macula is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Hi Matthew, we have attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. We will proceed with irradiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming organism 119 Europa radiophilus. What do you think? Hello. Fuck. Yay. Hi Matthew, we have now run the radiation experiments and can confirm that E-radiophilus or whatever does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP image. Hi Sochi, some things amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E-radiophilus could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with E-radiophilus? Perhaps a virus. We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to E-radiophilus to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus which we have named Unknown Europa Virus EV. Gel electrophoresis image attached. This is phenomenal, you need to sequence this. We finished sequencing it, data attached. It is a virus unlike any we've ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for senescence? A form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. Oh no. We are going to use ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate the process. Oh, fucking hell. That's bad. That's very bad. Human testing never ends well. What is it you found then, Sochi? We've found an extremophile, i.e. an organism that can live in extreme conditions, that survives massive doses of radiations. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive what's called a symbiotic relationship. So what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence. You found something that could make humans immortal. Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases and massively increase life expectancy. Holy shit! Wait, there was another pad that I just ignored there. March 6th, 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during the large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to ISA. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I am going to experiment with some shock therapy. I have discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. The ISA have reported back, informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. I assume that's a Russian swear word. I am continuing to investigate. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation, another Russian swear word. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly, and I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I'm going to attempt an excision. Oh fuck. I'm going to remove this implant. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refuses to talk to me. Apparently I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. Dan informed me the ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It's a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with the motor neuron cells throughout the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That their strong aversion is helping that is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its implant. Perhaps a drug, riluzole. Maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects. Combined with a strong electromagnetic field. I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. I have managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It will be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I'm hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, although I have a feeling he will still be listening. So that's why Chris died. Wait, no, is Chris the one that died? Or was it Daniel?
Yes?
Oh! Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. Motor neuron disease. So yeah, riluzole would probably have helped with... So a drug used to treat motor neuron disease. Maybe that would have disrupted the implant. It's not necessarily the robot that's the bad guy, it's the company, the ISA. They're the bad guys, they put the implants in them without asking them to. Without asking permission. And Tom's the minder.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Oh, I know. Feels so fucking smart. That means I'm gonna have to restart because I probably could have done that puzzle and
We sent
him
drones
saying
to
I
Earth's
couldn't.
moon.
Oh,
Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
okay.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Fuck, this room is bright. Wait. I get it now. Haha. I'm a clever bastard. Death of neurons which control voluntary muscles. I'm going for an epilepsy
Why
warning.
does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Okay.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
But nature isn't a computer.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So, I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Sorry? Yes, it is.
Okay, so when it can't see me, it opens the door. Okay. What's the matter? It's not broke. It'll be alright. What the fuck? Oh, yeah? Oh, I'll get a little bit further in this and then I'll come down. I don't quite understand. Oh, I need the green one. Oh. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck's sake, I need the first green one. Right. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna go for food.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Yeah, it gets rid of it.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
Yo, nerd. Wi-Fi so bad, stream won't load. RIP. So long as it's connected, don't matter which way. Yeah, but it does because I needed to get the thing out.
So what was the need to send us here?
When the ISA discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Because this is just going to lock me in here. Oh, so what's down there? Oh, there's a ladder to get back up on that. It's mad. This game is fucking mad. I really like it though. Oh. I sent it flying, that's funny. Hey! I wanna boop, motherfucker. Boop. So, I'm gonna have to go off after the next couple of tests. Even though this is really, really fun. I'm really enjoying this. Because I've gotta cook dinner. Well, I say cook dinner. Yeah. Me and my Reverend.
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
Okay. Alright, so we do that one first. I can't jump up there. Oh my god, we can't jump. Look, fuck's sake. We can jump onto that, but we won't be able to jump up to that. Did I miss something?
Hello.
Hiya.
Food. Wala, come on. Sige, busy.
I love you too, Raiden. Every day. Doesn't make sense. What? Oh. Oh, actually, I think... No, because we can't jump very far. We wouldn't be able to jump over here anyway. I love you too. Fuck yes. As much as you read him. Get told,
This
scrub.
confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
Why are they hiding from me? I didn't do fuck all. Tom is watching. Yeah, that I know. Hansel and Gretel. What's that got to do with anything? I mean, probably everything. Oh, the breadcrumb trail. Alright, end of the chapter. You're on Twitch and trying to space money. Alright, that's chapter 3 done. Alright. Raiden, what time do you finish, nerd? I would be home but can't leave yet. Oh, yeah. What time you gotta stay on till?
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here. We should carry on.
And we will. After I've gone and eaten. Alright, guys. I'm calling it there for an hour or so. I will be back, though. Because I want to get this done. Well, I'll be back on as soon as I've finished eating. So, about a half hour. Hour at the absolute maximum. Raiden, you nerd, when you get home, we'll Overwatch. Owen, make sure that your Overwatch is working, please. I don't want you getting banned for another 8 hours. Oh, and Rafa, cheers for giving Raiden shit. We all do it too. I'll speak to you guys in a bit.